Hi everyone, it's Kate from The Fold Line. I am back this week with the new sewing pattern releases for April. It's been another great month of sewing pattern releases. Really nice sort of selection this month. I'm quite excited about talking you through some of them. So I have picked 6 of my favourite from this month, and then there will be a link down below so you can go and look at all of the other patterns that were released. A pretty busy month actually, lots of nice ones, so there's definitely something to inspire your next make. Before we get going, I'll just tell you what I'm wearing. This is the I Am Patterns, either it's the lion or the zebra, and I can't remember which one it is, the one with the little poof sleeve. I made this a few months ago and actually I've worn it quite a lot. It's really nice, I really like it actually as a base layer. It's got really long sleeves. It's got this really deep cuff, and I really actually like having kind of my hands half covered, especially when it's cold. Other little details about this is it's got little poppers along here which are really sweet. Yeah, it's just a nice simple one. I'd recommend it if you're kind of wanting to make something kind of simple but with a little, it's got a couple of nice little details. Right, let's get talking sewing patterns. So the first one I'm going to talk to you about is the holly jacket from Snitching Patterns. I saw this recently and was like, I have to make one of these. I love it. So this is a cropped jacket. It's got a definite 70s feel and a sort of bomber style. So construction wise, let me pull up my line drawing. So there's sort of 2 variations as well for this. So the first variation is the 70s collar, quite extreme points on it. Would look so cute with kind of a pair of lander pants. It's got darts at the bust, so that's going to add, I really like it. They look like they're good deep darts as well, so you get that nice fit without it being sort of too tight. It's got little darts as well at the top of the shoulder, which is I think quite an interesting detail. But it's quite, you know, it's quite a simple jacket. It looks like, no, there aren't any pockets, which is the only downside, but it is properly cropped, so I would imagine that's probably they couldn't kind of fit them in. It's got little press studs down the front. The version that I really love is the sort of classic bomber version of it, so I'll pop a picture up so you can see, and I think this would look so nice over a jumpsuit, if you've got over dungarees, dresses. I just think that crop look looks really great on most body types, and I'm quite excited to make this actually at some point, so I will be purchasing this one. So that's the first purchase of the month. It's just now thinking about the fabric, which is quite exciting. I definitely think you could, yeah, so it looks to me like the sample, the 70s version was done in a sort of scuba. It would look amazing in a jacquard. I think you could definitely probably actually do it in a sweatshirting as well if you wanted it to be more of a jumper vibe. I just think, yeah, I'm quite excited about it. The only thing I couldn't work out, I'm assuming it's probably lined. It doesn't actually say, but I'm assuming it probably has got lining. But yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm definitely going to make it. So once you've made your holly jacket and you're ready to go, I've got the perfect dress to go with it. So this is the Ariana Dress and Top from Style Arc, and I think this is a really nice summer pattern. So it's a strappy dress, it's got princess seams, it's got a gathered waist. The thing that is really nice about it and is going to make it so much easier in terms of fit is that it has got a panel of shearing in the back, so that's like a stretchy panel, which means it's going to be loads easier for fit wise, and also it gives you a bit of give, so if you have a large lunch, because you know we all do that, it's going to stretch a bit and it's not going to be digging into your tummy, which is, I mean, always a win-win in my opinion. Yeah, so it's got thin spaghetti straps. The dress version has got patch pockets on the skirt, and I think this will just look cute in so many different fabrics. There is also a top version of this, which I actually really like. I think if you've got high-waisted trousers or culottes, or it would look really cute tucked in, and it's the sort of thing that could make quite a sort of day outfit look a bit more kind of dressy at night time. Yeah, I think it's a really nice pattern, and I definitely want to make this one. Again, that's the second thing I said I'm going to make, and I'm already only on my second pattern. Yeah, I think fabric wise, this is going to look fantastic. You could do it in a standard cotton. Oh, can you imagine like a really nice gingham? It looks so good. Linen, it would look lovely in. Viscose or rayon would look amazing, because then you have a bit more drape to it. You could totally make it like more evening-y and do it in a crepe as well. But the only thing to remember with that is if you are doing it in sort of a crepe, if it's hot outside, you're going to sweat in it. So that's you know, something to take into consideration. Yeah, so I think I really like this, and I'm definitely going to have a crack at this. Probably, maybe, hopefully. Yes, right, next we have got, I think this is really nice. I put in this pattern because I thought that this shape would look really good on quite a lot of body types, and I think it's a sort of pattern that some people will look at and be like, oh, I'm not sure about it. So it is the Betty dress pattern from Louis Antoinette, which is a French pattern company. So the dress is actually, construction wise, is quite simple. It is quite a simple shift shape. It's got little kind of cap sleeves, but the interesting thing about it is the pattern cutting, the drape of it. So it has got, you will see these sort of, it's pleated along the sort into the shoulder, and then it is also pleated, I think, into the side seam. It is quite hard to tell, but I'm assuming yes. So I think it's pleated into the side seam so that the pleating is, all the draping, sorry, is only on the front. So the interesting thing about this is it means that you won't need any darts, because this excess fabric should kind of fall over your boobs. I just think actually this will look really, so if you've got a bit of a tummy, I actually think this shape is quite good for you. I think also if you're pear shaped, I think this will be quite a good shape for you, which almost goes, it kind of, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, what body shape would this suit? And actually I think it would suit most people. If you're athletic and you're hoping to add a little bit more like shaping to you, I think it would look really nice on an athletic body. So I think it's quite a cool, like, it's quite interesting as well. Obviously the model who's wearing it is a size 6 and like bloody beautiful, but I think on your average Joe, I actually think this would look really nice as well. So yeah, I think give it a go. It definitely needs something with drape. That is, I mean, just from looking at it, everyone's like, yeah. So your viscoses, your crepes, that sort of vibe. I think it probably could work in a linen viscose mix as well. But yeah, I think you want some good drape on that to kind of make the most of the pattern cutting. So yeah, that's something I think everyone should have a go at. Next, we've got a bikini. So I wouldn't usually put in a bikini, just because how often does one make a bikini? But I really like this one, and I think it's a really good shape. So this is the oh, you know when you don't properly read it until you're about to say it out loud. Vernazza two-piece bikini from the Friday Pattern Company. They are relatively new. I think this is like their 4th pattern maybe. American pattern company, and they do really nice stuff. So I saw this and instantly actually wanted to make it, which as someone who is not massively, I don't wear a bikini much, and I don't feel massively confident with my body, but I actually saw this and thought this is quite a good one. So the things that are really nice about it, construction wise, it is quite simple construction. I think if you have sewn with jersey a couple of times, I think you could definitely do this. The other thing, closures. There aren't any kind of fiddly closures, there are no clasp closures, it's just pull on over your head. So the only downside I can see to this is if you're very big busted. It looks like there's a band of elastic underneath the bust. You might need to kind of go hardcore on the elastic if you're bigger busted. But shape-wise, I think it's really flattering. I really like the bottoms of them. The leg isn't too high cut. I like that the bottoms kind of come up to mid-waist. They're not completely high-waisted, but they, you know, if you have a bit of a tummy, you can definitely tuck it into your bottoms. And I love the little tie detail at the front. So I think if you've never done a bikini and you really fancy making your own swimming costume, I think this is a really good place to start, because I think it's quite simple and it's super cute. I've seen really nice ones made. I've seen a really, obviously stripes, really nice stripe version on their Instagram. So go and check out their Instagram if you want a bit more inspiration before you buy. So up next we have got the Yvonne play suit from Republic de Chiffon. So this is part of their summer collection. I actually was really torn between two patterns from them, but I put this one in because the other one was a jacket which was quite similar shape actually to the holly jacket at the beginning. So this play suit I think is really nicely cut. It's quite simple construction. There's a little fiddly, the kind of neckline is the only slightly fiddly bit, but I think body shape wise this will suit a lot of people. So I really like that it has a tie waist but it's not elasticated, which is key. And now yeah, so it isn't elasticated waist, which I don't know about you guys, but I don't like an elasticated waist. If you've got a bit of a tummy, it kind of rides up over the tummy. I just find it feels uncomfortable against me. I don't like it. So this I like because it has an actual tie that goes through, that's fed through the kind of channel, which just means it's a bit more secure. It doesn't like kind of pop around. It's got quite a lot of, it's quite loose fitting, so if you've got a bit of a tummy, this is going to be quite flattering because the top bit will sort of overhang over the tum. I think also if you've got a biggish bottom, this is going to be really nice because there's lots of excess around the back, which means it'll just hopefully glide over your peachy bottom. And yeah, it's quite a classic shape. I don't actually think it would take you too long to make, and again I think it should be made in something really nice like a kind of cotton lawn or a rayon. It would look really beautiful. But yeah, in terms of construction I think it's kind of deceptively simple. It looks more complicated than it is. The only fiddly bit is the collar and buttonholes, which, providing your machine is not being evil, they're easy. So yeah, I think hopefully when the sun comes out this will be a good one for us all to wear. Right, next one is a lovely simple top. It is the Gilly top from pattern company Ready to Sew, which are a French pattern company. I saw this and instantly fell in love with it. I think it's very hard to see quite a simple, almost like strap top and think, yeah, I definitely want to make this. So it's quite a simple sort of tank. It's got this really nice tie detail around the front. The thing I like about it is I can see it's cleverly cut. It's got a seam, so it's got bust darts, great. It's got a seam that runs all the way around the front, which means that you can add shaping into the top. And when you look at it actually from the back, you can see that the sort of the panel around the bottom is cut like this. So it means that although there is a tie around the front, you don't have loads of excess fabric around there, so it's going to create quite a nice silhouette. I just thought it was kind of cleverly done. And yeah, who doesn't want like a nice simple top that you can whip up in an afternoon? Again, with, you know, with your high-waisted trousers, your culottes, your lander pants, this is gonna look great with them. So I think if you want a kind of quick afternoon sew, this is a classic and a goodie, and you can make it in pretty much anything. It will look great, I'd imagine. Right, last but not least. So I have chosen the Ash jeans from Megan Nielsen. I saw them and they came out, and obviously, as we all know, there have been lots of jean pattern release over the last kind of couple of years, and I saw them and thought, I don't know, are they, like, there are lots of jeans out there, what are they, kind of, what extra they bring to the table? But actually, after I had a look at all the line drawings and read about them, I was like, actually, this is a really clever idea. So the premise of these jeans is that essentially you buy one jeans pattern, you make it fit, and then you've got the kind of base to make loads of other different shapes. So it's quite a standard mid-rise jean. It's got all the kind of classic features you'd expect. It's stretch denim, which, to be honest with you, I think most people much prefer a stretch denim. It's a lot more comfortable to wear. You can sit down, because if you've worn jeans that don't have stretch denim, sitting down can be quite uncomfortable. So it's got 4 options in terms of the cut. It comes with a flare. It comes with a sort of looser fitting kind of almost kind of lander pants shape in terms of the leg. It comes with a kind of slim fitting version, which you can then make longer or shorter. So it kind of covers a lot of bases, and you know, the one thing Megan Nielsen really nails is she's got, I think her fit and her instructions are really fantastic. So I think if you haven't done jeans and you haven't like kind of dived into that pool yet, which I haven't either, I think these might be a good one. So I'm thinking that these might be my jean purchase that I say I'm going to do it, but I haven't done it yet. So yeah, maybe I will. But yeah, I thought these were really nice and a kind of a classic. Who doesn't need another pair of jeans in their life? Right, so that is me done for this week. I have gone on, gosh, it's a very long one. I'm sorry guys, I've just seen it's about 17 minutes. So if you're still with me, hurrah! Thank you for making it, and I will see you again soon for another video. Bye!